When you are heartbroken, the world suddenly shifts and nothing feels the same anymore. It's like you're standing in the middle of a crowded room, but all you can feel is the deafening silence of your own pain. Heartbreak has a way of making everything else seem insignificant, as if the only thing that exists is the void left behind by the person you loved. You start to question everything what went wrong, what you could have done differently, and why it all had to end the way it did. These questions haunt you, playing over and over in your mind like a broken record. But the answers never come, and you're left with nothing but the emptiness that seems to fill every corner of your being. The first stage of heartbreak is often disbelief. You wake up every morning hoping that it was all just a bad dream, that you'll open your eyes and everything will be back to normal. But as the days go by, the reality sinks in deeper and deeper. The calls that used to make your heart race with excitement are gone, replaced by the stark silence of an empty inbox. The texts you once exchanged, filled with love and laughter, are now just a painful reminder of what once was. You find yourself holding on to every little memory, every little piece of them that you can still feel. The smell of their cologne on a shirt, the way they used to laugh at your jokes, the songs you used to listen to together. Each of these things becomes a double-edged sword, bringing back the warmth of those moments, but also cutting you with the pain of knowing they're gone. Heartbreak also brings with it a crushing sense of loneliness. It's the feeling that no one else could possibly understand what you're going through, that no one else has ever felt this way before. You start to withdraw from those around you, isolating yourself in your own misery. Friends reach out, wanting to help, but their words of comfort often fall flat. How can they possibly know what it's like to have your heart ripped out of your chest and torn into a million pieces? The hardest part of heartbreak is coming to terms with the loss. It's not just the loss of the person you loved, but the loss of the future you imagined with them. All the plans you made together, all the dreams you shared, are suddenly gone, and you're left to pick up the pieces of a life that no longer makes sense. But heartbreak isn't just about the pain. It's also about the growth that comes from that pain. It's about finding the strength to move forward, even when it feels like the world has stopped turning. It's about rediscovering who you are, outside of the relationship that defined you for so long. One of the most important lessons heartbreak teaches you is the importance of self-love. It's easy to lose yourself in a relationship, to become so wrapped up in the other person that you forget who you are without them. But when that person is gone, you're forced to confront yourself in a way that you may never have before. You have to learn to love yourself again, to find value in who you are as an individual, not just as part of a couple. Heartbreak also teaches you the importance of resilience. It shows you that you are stronger than you ever thought possible, that you can survive even the most crushing of blows. It may not feel like it in the moment, but every day that you get up, every day that you face the world, you are proving to yourself just how resilient you are. As time goes on, the pain of heartbreak begins to fade. It doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't happen in a straight line. There are good days and bad days, moments when you feel like you're finally starting to heal, and moments when it feels like the wound is still as fresh as ever. But slowly, bit by bit, the pieces of your heart start to come back together. You start to find joy in the little things again, in the warmth of the sun on your face, in the sound of laughter, in the comfort of a good book. You start to rebuild your life, piece by piece, creating a new normal that doesn't include the person who broke your heart. It's not an easy process, and it's not one that happens quickly, but it's one that is worth every ounce of effort. And eventually, you'll reach a point where you can look back on the relationship not with pain, but with gratitude. Gratitude for the lessons it taught you, for the memories it gave you, and for the person it helped you become. You'll realize that heartbreak, as painful as it was a necessary part of your journey. So when you're heartbroken, remember that it's okay to feel the pain, to cry, to grieve. But also remember that this pain is not the end of your story. It's just a chapter, one that will eventually lead you to a place of healing and growth. And when you come out the other side, you'll be stronger, wiser, and more resilient than you ever thought possible. Don't let heartbreak define you. Let it refine you. Let it be the catalyst for your growth, the fire that forges you into a stronger, more resilient person. And when the time comes, let it be the foundation on which you build a new, stronger, and more beautiful version of yourself. So if you're in the midst of heartbreak right now, take heart. Know that you are not alone, that this pain will not last forever, and that you have the strength within you to overcome it. And when you do, you'll be amazed at just how strong, how resilient, and how beautiful you truly are. And before you go, don't forget to subscribe and like, because this is just the beginning of our journey together. There's so much more to come, and you won't want to miss a single moment of it.